Hi guys, today we're going to learn how to make question papers using Google Forms. Before starting, just remember to sign in your Google accounts, and you can do this on any device, on laptops, on phones, and on tablets. And you can use any browser, Torch, Google Chrome, or Internet Explorer, Safari, everything. So let's get started. First, search Google Forms. Open those, the very first link. um, Go to forms. Now this is the place wherein you're going to see your previously made forms. We're going to start with a new form, so click on blank. This is how your form is going to look like. We're going to cover up how to make compulsory sections, how to make MCQs, how to add images to your questions, how to make long answers, how to customize your forms, how to preview it, how to add auto correction, how to check your responses, how to add marks, and how to send your form links. So first add the title. Add in your form description, which can be a school name, or in my case I'm adding total number of marks. Now we're going to move in to our very first field. Now every question is going to have a separate field. So the very first field in my form should be name, and I want and name is a field which is compulsory for all the students, so turn on required, and remember to turn on required for all the fields that you want to be compulsory. Then the next field that we make is section. Here I want it in the form of a drop down menu, so I'm going to click on my I'm going to select drop down, add in your options. I'm just going to add all of my options. And again, this is a required field. Now, making an MCQ question, add a question, write down your question, click on multiple choice, add in your options, and this is not a compulsory question, it's up to the students to answer it or not. Now, the next field is going to be the next question is going to have an image added to it. So, to add the image, click on this tiny image icon right here. Click on that, or else you can click on this image icon on the side toolbar. Here you can upload an image from your PC. You can click an image using the camera, or use Google Drive. Here I'm going to go by URL. So using URL, I'm going to upload an image. I've already searched an image. Copy the image address, paste it, and insert image. Again, this is a multiple choice question. So there are different options, that's multiple choice question drop down menu, and check boxes. In a multiple choice question, only one question can be answered. In check boxes, multiple answers are correct. And in drop down, yeah, it's just a drop down menu. So remember that. So now we're going to add a long answer, which are which form the major part of the papers. So add a question, type down your question. Change this to paragraph, change short answers to paragraph. That's it. We've made our question paper. Now we're going to customize it. On the right hand side corner, there's this tiny palette. Click on that. Customize it the way you want it to. You can explore a lot here. I'm just going to stick to something very basic. You can also change the font styles. I'm going to change it. Um, I'm just going to keep it basic. Now next, I want to preview my form and how it's going to look to the students and how. So click on preview. It's right next to the palette icon. This is how your students are going to see the question paper. Okay. Now the very important part in a question while making these is there are some questions which can be auto corrected, which won't need your supervision. So to do that, click on click on settings. Here on general, first click on limit to one response so that you just get one response per student. Then now click on quizzes, make this a quiz. Select later after manual review. Untick correct answers and save. Here you have to again go on settings and untick collect email address. Just okay and save it so that if you want the email address you can have those. Now how to add the answers. Suppose this is an MCQ. It's going to have an answer key to it. So click on answer key, click on the right answer, add in the points and click on done. Again, it's an MCQ. I can have an answer key, click on jug and points and click on done. Now this is a long answer. It can be answered in any way the student desires. So it won't be having any answer key, but surely it will have some marks. So click on answer key and here just change the marks. So this question weighs 20 marks. So I'm just going to enter that and done. Here I'm done with adding my auto correction and weightage to each and every question. Here you can see total points are 40. Now um, let's preview this. So you see all of the marks are seen here and these are the required fields. How to see the responses now? Right next to the question there's responses. So for a demo, let me solve one paper. Click on preview. I'm just going to solve a mock paper really quick. And submitted. Only one response can be submitted each by each student. So now you see this? I've got one response because I just filled it. I just got one response. Click on that. And now you want to see the answers, the answer sheet individual. Here, if you can switch off accepting responses when your time is over, when you're supposing I've given if I have a time limit of say 10 to 12 o'clock, you can switch it off after 12 o'clock. So now the name, the section, this answer was correct. So he got 10 points. This answer was wrong. He got 0 points. Now he's answered this, but he hasn't got any points because I didn't give any feedback. I didn't give any answer to this. So now the answer is correct. Hence, I'm going to give him 20 marks. If it was wrong, I would have given him 0 marks. Then you're going to have this tiny pop-up here. Edits are pending. Click on save. Here, he scored 30 out of 40 points. Directly calculates how much mark a student has scored, and it's easier. Now, how to send your forms to your students? Click on send, click on link, shorten the URL, copy this, and send it to all the students through WhatsApp or email addresses. Now, if you already have a list of email addresses, you can click on this. You can add in all the email addresses that you want. You can go ahead with it. But I feel the easiest way is by sharing the link, copy it, paste it on WhatsApp or emails, or from wherever you're going to, you contact your students. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and also share it. Until then, bye bye.